Hi, I'm Ebru, an intelligent automation developer and solutions architect at Boundaries, and my teammate Onur is an expert in information security, compliance, and continuity. I'm proud to present our agentic winner project, AiD. In today's world, we are seeing an increasing number of natural disasters and emergencies. When these events happen, the top priority for any organization is the safety of its people. However, the tools we currently use for mass notification often fall short. They create confusion and lack the intelligence to understand individual needs. Our project, AiD, directly addresses this issue. We built an intelligent, empathetic safety coordinator using UiPath and AI to transform crisis communication from simple, one-way messages into a dynamic, needs-based response system that ensures everyone is accounted for and cared for. Let's take a quick look at a demo to understand this better. Okay, so in this scenario, we are focusing on a major earthquake. Our system has identified an employee who is located directly at the epicenter of the event, making their situation potentially critical. What we are seeing now is the process kicking off in UiPath Maestro. The first step is our call initiator agent. This agent is crucial. It looks at two key pieces of data, the event location and the employee's location relative to it. Because the employee is at the epicenter, the agent intelligently decides that a direct phone call is the most effective and immediate way to check on them. A text message might go unnoticed in such a chaotic situation. The system is now using the Twilio API to make the call. You will hear the automated message asking about the employee's status and needs. Notice the error handling we built in. If the call fails to connect the first time, maybe due to network congestion, which is common during disasters, it will wait for a short period and then try a second time or call an emergency contact. If it fails again, it doesn't just give up. It escalates the case to a human safety coordinator, ensuring this person isn't forgotten.
Hello, Ebru. This is an emergency notification regarding the recent earthquake in your area, Koi, Istanbul. We are reaching out to ensure your safety and well-being. Please let us know if you are safe and if there's anything you need assistance with.
No, I'm not well. I need medical support and water and food, please.
In our demo, the call is successful. The person has answered and, in a state of distress, has requested medical support. This is the most critical part of our solution. Once the call ends, two processes are triggered simultaneously to save precious seconds. On one path, a robot is retrieving the full call recording, and by leveraging the Google Gemini model, it analyzes the audio of the voice itself to evaluate the emotional state, detecting high levels of stress, panic, or fear. This provides a layer of empathy and context that text alone cannot. On the other, it is getting the text transcript of the call from Twilio. The call transcript and the emotional state report are now fed into our call evaluator agent. This agent determines the case severity if any medical or supply request has been made, and lists specific requirements. Based on this combined analysis, the agent determines the case severity is critical. Because medical support was explicitly requested, the process automatically moves to create escalation tasks. A task is immediately routed to the medical department's queue with all the employees' details. Simultaneously, a task is sent to the safety supply chain team. This ensures that not only medical personnel are dispatched, but also necessary supplies like first aid kits are prepared. These are actionable tasks that can be picked up by other robots and agents, or human teams to schedule and deliver the aid. This closes the loop from detection to action in minutes, not hours. Now that you've seen the system in action, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The motivation for this project is rooted in reality. Look at these numbers from July 2025. Over 3 million people evacuated, hundreds of thousands affected by floods, wildfires, and earthquakes across the globe, from China to the US and my home country, Turkey. These aren't just statistics. behind every number is a person, a family, in a moment of extreme vulnerability. They deserve more than a generic, impersonal press 1 if you are safe, press 2 if you are not message. They need to feel that someone genuinely cares and that the help is actually on its way. And that brings us to the core problem. The current safety systems that most large organizations rely on are fundamentally flawed. They create what we call communication chaos. A single blast message goes out, and suddenly the safety team is flooded with replies, with no way to know who needs help most urgently. There is no intelligent prioritization. A person who has lost internet access is treated the same as someone trapped under rubble. This leads to flawed reporting and wasted resources, as emergency services might be sent to the wrong places. This is why we built AiD. Our solution addresses these problems directly. With empathy-driven automation, we use AI to evaluate the emotional state of the person, adding a human-like understanding. It's agent-powered, using AI agents to initiate calls, collect feedback, and make intelligent decisions automatically. We enable intelligent prioritization, prioritizing individuals based on their reported urgency and specific needs, not just their location. This allows for a rapid, scalable response, cutting down the time from event detection to meaningful action. And it's all built for seamless integration with existing company systems like HR directories. The benefits of this approach are immediate and impactful. First and foremost, we reduce the emergency response time from hours to seconds. We minimize manual coordination, freeing up safety managers to handle the most complex cases instead of making hundreds of phone calls. By centralizing communication and prioritizing needs, we decrease confusion and delays. Most importantly, our agent-based per-person process ensures no one is overlooked. And by delivering consistent, targeted messages, we improve clarity and calm during crises. To achieve this, we use a powerful stack of technologies. At the core is the UiPath Business Automation Platform, including Maestro for orchestration, Studio for development, robots and agents for execution, and apps for the user interface. For multi-channel communication, we integrated Twilio for its reliable call and SMS capabilities. And the empathy engine is powered by Google's Gemini, which we use as a voice emotion evaluator. This solution is designed for any industry, from universities to large corporations and even search and rescue organizations. Let's quickly revisit the architecture. From a high level, a safety coordinator initiates the process through a simple UiPath app. An AI agent then takes over, intelligently deciding whether to call or text based on location and event data. After the interaction, the agent analyzes the case severity and needs, and then automatically escalates tasks to medical support or supply chain. The technical overview you saw during the demo shows the robustness of this process. It's built with business rules and logic that handle different outcomes. A successful call goes to analysis, a failed call gets retried and then escalated. A low-severity case might just result in a confirmation message, while a critical case triggers multiple downstream processes. This level of detail in the automation is what makes the solution so reliable and effective. And this is just the beginning. Here are the potential future enhancements: real-time, intelligent event monitoring, so the system can automatically trigger itself by connecting to official channels like the National Weather Service. Using more capable technologies for improved communication on calls, creating a truly interactive two-way conversation. This includes two-way messaging as well, allowing us to gather more information via messaging services. Additional escalation agents that can handle even more departmental tasks. And finally, an intelligent app that provides employees with a single source of truth for reliable news and updates, further reducing confusion. Now let's quickly consider the alternative scenario. What happens if a person is in the same city as the event, like a thunderstorm, but far from the epicenter? In this case, the call initiator agent would make a different decision. It understands that the risk is lower and the phone call might be unnecessarily alarming, so instead, it triggers the other path, the text message. This message is not just a simple alert. It would be a carefully crafted message containing a brief confirmation of the event, a link to the UiPath app where they can find real-time verified updates from both the company and local authorities. This prevents the spread of misinformation. A clear instruction. If your situation changes or you need assistance, please reply to the message or use the contact feature in the app. This approach demonstrates the intelligence of the system. It respects the person's time and attention, prevents alert fatigue, and keeps the high-priority voice channels open for those who are in critical danger. It's about delivering the right message through the right channel at the right time. So we've seen critical cases that required immediate escalation and a low-risk case that was handled with a proactive text message. But what about the middle ground? What happens when our agent calls someone we believe is in a high-danger zone but that person confirms they are actually okay? Let's run through that. Imagine the exact same initial situation as our first demo. A person is located right at the epicenter of the earthquake. Just as before, our call initiator agent correctly identifies the high risk and decides a direct phone call is necessary.
Permission.
Anything you need assistance with?
I'm fine and safe, thank you.
So the system places the call. This time, however, when the person answers, they respond clearly and calmly. I'm safe and well. Thank you for checking. The process after the call is identical. The audio recording and the text transcript are sent to our call evaluator agent for analysis. But the outcome of that analysis is completely different. The Gemini model analyzes the voice and detects a calm, non-distressed emotional state. The text analysis confirms a positive statement of safety with no request for help. Based on this data, the agent correctly assesses the case severity as low. Now, if you look at our process diagram, you can see this is a key decision point. Instead of branching to create tasks for medical or supply departments, the process follows the low-severity path. This path leads to a final concluding step. The system will send a follow-up message with the emergency app link we saw before. This scenario is vital because it showcases the system's efficiency and intelligence in closing the loop. It correctly identified a high-risk individual, used the appropriate channel to verify their status, and upon receiving confirmation of safety, it automatically de-escalated the case and marked the person as safe. This instantly removes them from the safety team's high-priority list, allowing all human resources to be focused only on those who are truly in danger or have not yet responded. So, to conclude, AiD is our answer to the critical need for a smarter, faster, and more empathetic safety response system. We've shown how, by combining the orchestration and agentic power of UiPath with the analytical intelligence of AI, we can move beyond simple notifications. We can automate outreach within seconds, prioritize help based on real human needs, and ensure that no one is left behind in a crisis. Our key takeaway is this. In moments of crisis, communication is not just about sending information. It's about providing reassurance, care, and tangible help. AiD is a powerful tool designed to do exactly that, ensuring that technology serves humanity when it matters most. Thank you for your time.